Hello, Rokus. I have to unmute. I think you need to unmute yourself.
Microphone on.
Yes. I
Do you hear me now? Yeah. Okay, I try to explain my question. It's not quite clear how to do it in English, but I will take a guess. It's about identification. I understood it's more or less technical, but it interests me. Is it done by the infinite mind, also by consciousness itself? I heard, I think you say, or Francis, and yes, it's intriguing me.
There's only one reality.
Yeah.
There's only one consciousness, which is the constant, that which is not in time and space. The reality which is, which knows it is, the reality which perceives. There's only one reality. So whatever is perceived, experienced, whatever manifests is the manifestation of that one reality. Like the waves in the ocean, they are made out of water. The reality of the wave is water, which is the reality of the ocean. The big wave, the small wave, the wave with foam on it, with bubbles on it or no bubbles. The reality of the waves is the ocean. So identification is the belief that I, consciousness, am mortal, I'm limited. So it is a belief that consciousness is adopting, that I, meaning I consciousness, it consciousness, is a dependent on the body, or is born, or is subject to personal experience, etc. Yes, it is a belief. There is no separate entity which believes anything. All beliefs belong to consciousness. All beliefs are universal. All thoughts are universal. All perceptions are universal. There is the belief in personhood, or what you said, identification, is the game that consciousness plays. Yes, that's correct. It's correct.
Yeah. You forgot what you are. When you identify, you forget what you are.
Yes, right. Because if you truly, if you identify yourself, then you need to forget what you are. Like when you go on the stage and you play the role of a certain actor, you need to, for the moment, to perform the play with the correct character, the correct feeling, and the correct rendition. You need to forget that you are maybe an engineer, or that you are a teacher. You need to forget. You need to adopt the persona of the character. Now, consciousness knowing itself does not mean there is no Magdi. There is still a body-mind named Magdi. There are still personal memories, personal habits that belong to the body-mind Magdi. But there is a knowingness that I am not Magdi. Of course, when you ask me, hey, what's your name? I say, oh, my name is Magdi. But there is a knowingness that I'm just sharing with you the name of the body, the name of the organism, the name that is part of the play. In the play, I am Magdi. and in the play you are Rokus, in the play. But I know you, meaning when consciousness is self-knowing, I know you as myself. I know you as the same consciousness as that I am.
Yeah. What happens when you are driving your car and a child is crossing the road? What happens in you at that moment? Do you forget your consciousness?
I would, at that moment, I would immediately go for the brakes. I would do my best not to hurt that child. There is, one could say that at a deeper level, we know that we are the same reality. Any human being, even the most identified human being, when they are driving and they see a child crossing the street, automatically they're going to put on the brake, not because of fear out of themselves, for themselves, but above all, they don't want to hurt the other child. They don't want to hurt the other person. Why? Not because they will be punished, because this person, they're not doing anything wrong. It's just a person accidentally walked in front of them. They don't have to step on the brake because they're doing nothing wrong. They're just driving on the street. The light is green and they're driving. They can hit the person and they're okay. They're safe. They did not do anything wrong. But 100% of the people, I would say, are going to hit the brake.
No.
Because deep down, we know we are the same reality.
So, yes, so the understanding at this moment is the awareness that the child you are possibly hitting is consciousness too. You are the same. You realize that at that moment.
Yes, we realize that we know we are the same reality. And that is why we prefer kindness. We prefer to treat each other with kindness. I'm not saying that we are successful at treating each other with kindness, but we prefer to treat each other with kindness, and we prefer to be treated with kindness. Not for personal reasons, but out of a deep knowingness that we are the same reality. It is not that the child is the same reality. No. We are the same reality. Consciousness is the same reality. Magdi and Rokus are manifestations, expressions of this formless reality, the invisible reality. So the reality of Magdi is consciousness. It is not that Magdi is consciousness. The reality of Magdi is consciousness. Magdi is a concept. Rokus is a concept.
Yes, I see. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But the reality of the concept, the reality of experience, is consciousness.
Mm-hmm. Can you consciously identify yourself?
Can I consciously identify myself?
Yes, that's the question. Yeah.
In other words, let me see if I understand your question. Are you asking, am I aware that I am identifying myself?
Yes, and do it for if I'm an actor or musician, you yeah, you have to go deep in your feelings and your energy, yeah, to create something.
Right. Let me see if I understood your question correctly. Like, years ago, when I used to have employees and I used to be their boss, and I needed to act as a boss, I did. And I at that moment, I needed to be provide direction. I needed to speak with a certain authority. I needed to give orders. Sometimes it was just an order. I'd like you to do this, and please do it now. I need you to do it now. Yeah, depending on the situation. There are situations where you need to completely enter the role. If you're the chief of police and you're talking to your police officers and giving them their duties, their responsibilities in the morning, you have to assume the role of the chief. Or if you're somebody receiving orders, from or direction or receiving guidance from somebody your superior, you want to listen and interact in a certain way with your superior. Or if you're a student in school and you have a teacher, the teacher has to assume the role of the teacher, and the student has to interact in a certain way with the teacher. Yes, the roles are circumstantial. Depending on the circumstance, you assume a certain role. But outside of the circumstance, when it's not needed, you don't need that role. So it is as needed, a role that you adopt as needed.
Okay, clear. Thank you. That's enough for me. Yeah.
Okay, Lucas. Nice talking with you.